presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And joining us courtside, reporter David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Seth Curry has solidified his place in the league. He says, I've just embraced my role no matter where I've been. Growing up with the Pops who played 16 years in the NBA and who was never a starter, I looked up to him just as much, if not more, than the All-Stars. I wanted to have a long career just like him. Kevin?
On his way, for sure. David, thanks. Oh, a lot of history, Richard, between these two teams. Tonight will be another installment in this terrific rivalry.
And let me say, playing in the same conference, having to go through each other year after year, yeah, that can breed a little bit of contempt. Let's just say it that way.
Exactly. I'm sure you felt that against rivals in your division and your conference.
Yeah, I think most of the time they felt it against me.
Here are the five for the Raptors. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. And it's Birch in at the five, patrolling the paint. And looking at the Nets, the guard set is Irving and Curry. Durant is out there with Simmons. And it's Claxton in at the five.
It's important that Siakam plays with confidence from there. I mean, when he does, the results are often like that one.
Now, here is Irving. Here's Claxton. Clock at 6. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. On the wing, Barnes jacks up a three. The shot misses. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, and the second chance points, guys, mean a lot over the course of a game. And they just had so few opportunities. And I think that was their Achilles heel.
And when you're giving up offensive boards, it's a simple fix. You need to raise your effort level.
Irving kicks to Curry. The Nets working the ball around now. And again, it's the Nets missing. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. To the inside. Shoots from 12. And Curry pulls it down. For Brooklyn, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Durant. And Barnes sends it back.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first man.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Irving. And Barnes sends it back.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Pass to Siakam. Over Irving. And Siakam gets it to go on the assist by Barnes. Siakam's got his second bucket of the night. And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. A nice shot by Irving.
Great hustle there from Kyrie in the paint, outworking the defense and finding a quality look.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Van Vliet passes to Barnes. And Barnes gets double teamed. Pass to Siakam. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Siakam's got 6. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
Nets trail by 4. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Undrafted coming out of college in 2013, Seth Curry only played 48 games in his first 3 seasons, spending most of the time destroying the G League.
a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And when you look at what he's doing now, it's hard to believe that Seth was ever kept off an NBA roster.
He's made quite the career for himself as one of the league's great three-point shooters and just an efficient scorer from all 3 levels.
And both free throws good for Curry.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
That shot wide open.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
It's Durant on the wing. From past the arc. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put the finishing with force. Whoa!
That's what I'm talking about.
Woo!
What a phenomenal athlete Siakam is. Just taking off and finishing with power at the rim.
And now another look at that great drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
That's an incredible move by him on what's been an impressive night all around.
Here's Van Vliet. Finished off the break.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. 9-point game. And Curry has it in the corner. Back to Irving. Drives to the hoop. Durant dishes to Irving. Shot clock at 6. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Another shot. He lays it in. Siakam's got 10 points.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
The elevated playmaking of Durant. Passes like that really bring the team closer together.
Van Vliet with it. Really struggled in the loss against New Orleans. Curry against Trent. Back to Van Vliet. This one for 3. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Durant kicks to Curry. Here's Simmons. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Siakam. Great Ben Simmons, one of 4 players in the entire history of the NBA to average at least 7 rebounds and 7 assists per game through his first 4 seasons.
Think about it, joining Magic Johnson, Oscar Robinson, and Luka Doncic. That is some pretty elite-level company.
Timeout called the Nets. And for the teams that are struggling to meet expectations, Richard, what kind of advice would you give them at this point of the season?
Well, Kev, it all depends on why they're struggling. If they're trying to integrate new pieces, you got to stay patient. If it's chemistry issues, though, that can get a bit more complicated.
How would you handle chemistry issues when you play?
Well, some things are just unavoidable. Some teams have great chemistry, and some teams not so much.
And Simmons drops them both. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Now here's Barnes. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
And we'd be remiss not to mention his incredible rebounding. Just a force on the backboard.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
Raptors leading by 8. Pass to Birch. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Raptors. And he makes the first.
And after that trade request this summer, Kevin Durant's still a Brooklyn Net. The offers weren't enough to move the needle, and the decision was made to run it back. One thing's for sure, when you've got KD, you've got a chance.
Now, here is Irving. He's coming off a 31-point game against Washington.
And he made a living at the line as well. Got there over and over and did some damage.
And KD is right there. KD's got his second basket of the game.
Look at Durant utilizing his length, snatching the offensive board. Ladies and gentlemen, he's 7 foot and sending it right back.
Trent against Curry. Trent passes to Siakam. That's tipped. Here's Durant. No good on the shot. And Toronto will go the other way with it.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Nobody near Barnes. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his third assist on the night. Curry passes to Durant. On the wing, Irving. Back to Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
Yeah, such a creative playmaker. Love seeing Irving find the open teammate and make the right pass.
Raptors leading by 8. Barnes outside. And the pass to Trent. Siakam with it. Van Vliet wide open. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
Basket counts.
A physical presence. Simmons is 6'11", nearly 250 pounds. He can easily absorb the hit.
Now here's Barnes. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Trent outside, and out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Edmund Sumner's checked in for the Nets. Anunoby, he's checked in for Toronto. Sumner kicks to Irving. Outside, Simmons. Back to Irving. Pass to Claxton. 6 on the shot clock. The Nets working the ball around now. Irving for 3. Barnes grabs the miss.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And Edmund Sumner is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Watanabe's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. T.J. Warren comes in for Ben Simmons. Joe Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And O'Neal subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And then for Toronto, Achua, he's checked in for Siakam. Chris Boucher comes in for Scotty Barnes. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Trent. Van Vliet against O'Neal. Van Vliet passes to Porter. Pass to Boucher. Van Vliet outside. Clock is at 3. From the arc. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Raptors lead by 11.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
Passes it to Sumner. A 3-ball. Toronto grabs the miss. On the wing, Harris. A 3-pointer is right on target.
And, you know, over time, we've seen Harris become much more assertive. Have to respect how much he believes in his jump shot.
And here are the Raptors now. Outside, Porter. The pass to Anunoby. And the shot's good from Boucher.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Here's O'Neal. The Raptors getting the bucket. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Van Vliet. Three from the inbound.
Yeah, but the defense is doing a pretty good job of contesting those long-range shots. And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Well, I play for the New Jersey Nets, and look, they made that move across the Hudson back in 2012, relocating to Brooklyn, which I think was the right move.
And well over a decade in Brooklyn for the Nets. Richard, what kind of impact has that move had on the franchise?
Well, look, it's been great. The arena is fantastic. The fan base is growing. And more importantly, their ability to attract top-tier free agents like KD and Kyrie. They do not join the Nets if they're still in Jersey.
And he knocks down the first one. He's off on the second.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Outside, Porter. Pass to Anunoby. 1:41 left in the first. Back to Porter. 5 to shoot. Shoots a fader. And that one hits back iron. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable. And they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their careers. Yeah, easy call.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's good from O'Neal. And the Nets, Richard, are trying to build a legacy where they're recognized as one of the league's true glamour franchises.
And they've got the star power and they've got the market. You got an ownership that is willing to pay for it. They will do everything, but ultimately it's going to be the players and how they perform on the court that will dictate how this success is viewed.
The infrastructure is there. Now can they get the players to fill the role? Outside, Porter. Back to Van Vliet. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Boucher with the ball. Now defended by Warren. Here's Achua. And the basket is good. And the Raptors lead by 9.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
It's the Nets now. 52 seconds left in the first quarter. O'Neal kicks to Harris. To the middle. Here's Sumner. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. Raptors leading by 9. Here's Porter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And it's important that Porter stays aggressive. When he does this, it helps force the D's hand.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And the first one at the line is good.
And every year, Porter seems to get better. His three-point shot continues to evolve, and he's embraced taking on more responsibility.
Young's checked in for Fred VanVleet. He hits both from the stripe. Nets trail by 11. Now O'Neal. Pass to Watanabe. Puts up a three. Rebound by the Raptors. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the first. Young passes to Boucher. Outside Porter. 1 second left. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. T.J. Warren picks one up.
Yeah, easy call.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
And so he hits both. The three from Warren, and that one released in time, but no good. Pascal Siakam getting it done for the Raptors. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now, and we'll be back with you shortly. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Raptors enjoying a nice lead here.
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
When you're the more aggressive club, good things tend to happen. We'll see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
Toronto leading by 13. So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Underneath in the post, it's Siakam and Achua. Gary Trent is out there with Barnes. And it's Young in at the three, the small forward. Siakam against Simmons. Siakam misses.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, and we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Simmons. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
At 6'11", with his passing skills, Simmons will always find the open man.
And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
And the shot goes in. Irving's got his second bucket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Young finds Barnes. Now Achua. It's Trent on the wing. Guarded by Curry. And that one is stuffed right through.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Brooklyn with the ball. The Raptors getting the bucket. It's good.
In the mid-range, Durant is deadly as ever. Easy money sniper, putting up a little silky jumper.
Passes it to Young. Here's Achua. Six to shoot. From deep, Trent. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Another foul will give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Ken Burge is checked in for Achua. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Thaddeus Young. So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just tried to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
Barnes can't get it to go.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a play, and he does it without fouling. Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Raptors leading by 8. Trent outside. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. The Nets have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. VanVleet against Irving. Oh, the lob for Simmons. And here is Siakam. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
And then Durant with the dunk.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And it's VanVleet with the ball for the Raptors. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Now here's Barnes. Back to Trent. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Curry. Here's Birch. And it's Durant with the rebound. KD's got 5 rebounds tonight. Curry with it. Headed now by Barnes. Outside for KD. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And now just a 5-point Raptor lead. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Trent against Curry. Tries it from 19. Rebound, Brooklyn. Durant's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got 6 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Raptors leading by 3. Trent outside. Barnes passes to Birch. Inside, Trent. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Curry on the wing. They get a hand on it. Curry against Trent. There's the pass to VanVleet. Back to Trent. Now here's VanVleet. Lays it up and banks it in. Now it's a 7-point Raptor lead.
and unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. VanVleet's a strong finisher for his size.
Outside Irving. Curry on the wing. To the paint. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Watanabe's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Seth Curry.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul. OG Anunoby's checked in for Toronto. Toronto leading by 7. And the Raptors call time here.
Timeout.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Nets trail by 7. Here's Sumner. He's coming off a 10-point game against Washington. Irving from long range hits the three-point bomb. Irving's got 7 now in this quarter.
Getting comfortable in the second quarter. His efficiency is finally on the rise.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Trent outside. Pass to Anunoby. Van Vliet with it. 10 points for him. Second shot opportunity, and there's the nice layup by Barnes. And the Raptors lead by 6.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Simmons left side. Back to Irving. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Watanabe. Here's Sumner. That 3 off the mark.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Trent passes to Siakam. Anunoby with it from outside the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's a 9-point Toronto lead.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Durant finds Simmons. And it goes down 2 points. Simmons got 8 points.
And here's a guy who loves playing inside. Simmons can play some bully ball down low. Well, KD's still a net after asking for a trade. The team looked but didn't feel a deal was there. And Durant will continue to play, but you feel like this story could drag on until the trade deadline or beyond.
Irving passes to KD. Fade away. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Raptors. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Barnes bounce pass. On the wing, Anunoby. He has 7. A drive by Barnes. Shot clock reset for Toronto. And it's good, 2 points. Anunoby's got 8 points in the quarter.
Plus 8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Irving looking for an opening. Here's Watanabe. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Picked away. Knocks it loose. Irving with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. Wasted no time on that one. Watanabe's got it back down to within single digits for Brooklyn. And here are the Raptors now. Trent outside. Puts it up from 12. And no good that time. The Nets go the other way with it.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Also relying on his skill there. That's a nice move against length.
Toronto calls timeout. Hey, Richard, as soon as your playing career ended, you got right into this business, into broadcasting. When did you decide that this would be the next step?
Well, the first time is when I thought I was going to be out the league, and so I started doing more and more work until I retired in 2018. So it started way before I retired.
That laid the groundwork for you. Good job. So for the Nets, T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. And O'Neal subbed in for Irving. Then for the Raptors, Achua, he's checked in for Siakam. Boucher comes in for Fred VanVleet. And Porter subbed in for Trent. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here. Both free throws good from Anunoby. 1:57 left in the first half of basketball. Down low. Now Barnes. From 13, the shot missing. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. O'Neal against Porter. Passes it to Watanabe. And Barnes sends it back. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And Toronto has possession. Raptors leading by 9. Outside Porter. So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. Free throw good, Porter.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And Porter drops them both. It's the Nets now. 1:14 left to play here in the half. Porter against O'Neal. Left side, Warren. 6 on the shot clock. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Toronto's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. And finished off by Porter.
And we talk about Porter's reliability. He makes few mistakes finishing around the rim.
Here's O'Neal. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Nets have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
So he gets them both. There's 47 seconds left here in the second. And there's the pass to Anunoby. And here's Porter. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Watanabe. In the corner, it's Harris. The Nets working the ball around now. Pass to O'Neal. Clock at 6. Here's Watanabe. Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
For 3, Harris. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. The Raptors out in front. They lead by 13. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Round of applause.
Thanks very much, Pascal. The identity of this team is at the defensive end. So how satisfying is it to lock them down like you did in the first half?
It's great. I mean, great defensive team first, and that's what I like about our team, and the fact that we can go out there and get steals and get easy buckets on the other end. It's always great to play good defense.
Yeah, that's what you guys do. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
From the get-go, it was Toronto coming out strong. Their exceptional focus and all-around execution immediately triggered a 15-4 run at the start. From their first bucket of the game to the end of the first quarter, they held on to that lead with an iron fist, never once giving it up. After a tough, hard-fought second quarter, the lead remained the same, and they still hold the double-digit advantage at the break. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Raptors.
They were getting after it on the glass like wild. They got a nice edge in that department, which has led to this lead. They won the heart and hustle battle. Now we'll see if they can keep that going.
Kenny, how'd you think the Nets were playing?
Ice cold, frigid from beyond the arc. The question is now, can they shake it off and get back in the groove? Another option is compensate by going to the rim.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through two quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The guard set is Irving and Curry. Simmons is out there with Durant, and it's Claxton in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for Jacques Vaughn getting going here in the second half. This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting two.
Throw good, Siakam. Siakam hits them both. And so it's Brooklyn with it, down by 15. Here's Curry. Tries again. Claxton with the bucket. Claxton's got his second basket.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Here's Porter. Siakam trying to free himself up. KD looking around. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Siakam.
Such a skilled, versatile talent. When Durant is focused on scoring, he's hard to guard without fouling.
The Nets have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. And the first one drops.
Offensively, Durant might be the most unguardable player in NBA history. He can shoot, dribble, pass, drive, you name it. Everything he does it at a high level on top of being 7 feet tall.
And KD drops them both.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Passes to Birch. Porter against Curry. Porter inside. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Fantastic at earning these whistles in close. Look, Kyrie, he has no fear when attacking any defense.
And Kyrie Irving, a Picasso with the ball in his hands. And like a lot of genius-level creators, he marches to the beat of his own drum.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. And you know, Greg, Kyrie sometimes is just a tough guy to figure out.
And the danger is pulling too much in your own direction. Even he confessed regrets about in Cleveland withdrawing from teammates and isolating himself. All part of growth.
And the Raptors making a change here. Trent's checked in.
Man, just the total offensive package. Kyrie is a once-in-a-generation guard.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. The offensive rebound. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And this is his second trip to the line in the game. The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Nets trail by 11. And here's Irving. 13 points in the game. Here's Claxton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
First trip to the line for him here. First one falls for him. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Siakam. It's sent back down by Simmons.
Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
And it's Van Vliet with the ball for Toronto. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And here's Barnes for 3. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Irving with it. Headed now by Barnes. KD with the bucket.
What a ruthless move by Durant. Dealing a big blow to the opponent's morale with that 3-point answer.
Here's Van Vliet. He's got 10 on the wing. Barnes. That one wide left.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Barnes against Irving. Now the pass to Katie. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
Toronto calls timeout.
And after all the drama and wanting out, Kyrie Irving remains a net. Feels like a bit of a farewell tour, but winning can heal all, and you never know what the future may hold, especially with Kyrie.
Barnes against Durant. Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
A high-energy wing with a solid all-around skill set. Siakam is developing into a quality go-to scorer.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 8. KD's shot is off. Fast break. Here we go. A 3 from Barnes. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Van Vliet against Irving. To the inside. Outside for Curry. Clock at 4. Simmons passes to Curry. No good with the triple. Toronto leading by 10. Trent gets the bucket. 14 points for Gary Trent Jr.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Barnes outside. Here's Siakam. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Raptors. This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game. Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Barnes.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
The throw good. Siakam.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Pass to Claxton. Irving against Van Vliet. Outside Durant. Shot to stop the run. Rejected by Young. And they'll keep possession. Claxton no good. Raptors leading by 15. Van Vliet kicks to Young. Pass to Trent. Kicks it out to Siakam from downtown. Sinks the three-pointer. Siakam's got 10 points in the quarter.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
Now here's Irving. 15 points in the game. Curry passes to Durant. Over Trent. And KD the bucket on the assist by Curry. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one. Pass to Birch. He kicks it to Young. The pass to Trent. Van Vliet looking around. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Nets trail by 16. Curry with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And Simmons kicks to KD. He takes it in, and then Durant with the dunk.
This is how terrifying Durant can be on the drive, using those long strides and then taking flight.
Here's Van Vliet. He's got 10. Trent outside. Pass to Young. Raptors moving the ball around. Siakam passes to Van Vliet. Offline with his three. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Irving, good.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
This team needed a spark, and boy, did they get one with that incredible attack at the rim.
Now, here's Birch. He has 6. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Hands it from downtown. Van Vliet's got 13.
And he's got a smooth stroke from long range. Van Vliet doesn't just hoist them up. His three-pointers are always going to be high-quality shots. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Here's Van Vliet following the bucket by the Nets. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. So for the Nets, Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. And Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Curry. The Raptors also with a sub. Anunoby's checked in. Van Vliet outside. Inside, just 5 on the clock. Here's Young. Second chance shot. It's deflected. Here's Simmons. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Siakam. And Ben Simmons, the epitome of a point forward.
He passes it well and plays huge for a guard at 6'11". It's crazy. It is very rare to see a player of his size with his skill set.
That's good from Simmons.
A walking triple-double threat. Simmons needs to keep working on developing that jump shot to be truly unguardable.
T.J. Warren, he's checked in for the Nets. And then for Toronto, Achua, he's checked in for Kem Birch. Chris Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Thaddeus Young. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They led by as many as 18 points. Back to Porter. Five on the clock. From deep three-point range. And they recover it.
Oh, tough play underneath there to give them another possession. Just what they were hoping for. A little more time off the clock.
And the Raptors miss again.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here. There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Always giving max effort on the glass, taking everything they'll give him.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 17. Warren, good.
And this is why you have Warren out there. Fantastic at just rising up with rhythm and knocking down that mid-range.
Raptors leading by 11. Outside Porter. Here's Anunoby. Offensive rebound. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. Achua's got 6 points.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this hole if they're allowing second chance points.
Just phenomenal timing from Simmons, leaving the ground once the pass was released and tearing that bucket apart.
Now here's Van Vliet. 13 points in the game. Porter inside. Here's Achua. Over Simmons. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Nets trail by 11. Here's Sumner. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
And you can't give Harris any breathing room to shoot, especially when he's looking to fire the three ball.
Outside Porter. Harris against Anunoby. Back to Porter. Pass to Van Vliet for the three. Rebound, Brooklyn. Simmons got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the middle. Here's Warren, and it's Warren with the jam.
Thrown down by T.J. Warren. Gets to the rim with ease.
1:44 left here in the third quarter. Van Vliet kicks to Porter. Back to Van Vliet. There's the lob to the hoop. The dunk by Achua.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Timeout called the Nets. And Fred Van Vliet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin Van Vliet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load, increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
O'Neal's checked in for Edmund Sumner. Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for Toronto. O'Neal against Porter. Here's Warren. He can't hit that time. And Toronto will come the other way.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control. And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Irving. OG Anunoby making his last shot. Porter with the steal. And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Porter. And so he makes both from the line. Nets trail by 12. Outside Warren. Passes it to Harris. There's 37 seconds left in the third. And on the way from Irving for 3. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. We've got 33 seconds left in the third.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
Now, here's Anunoby. 13 points in the game. Toronto working the ball around now. 5 to shoot. Achua, the pass to Barnes. That one off the back iron and out. Here's Irving. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You got to like how Kyrie just commits to his selection. Even the foul, look, that's not going to slow him down.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
The first one falls. And so Irving nails both of them. And so it's Toronto with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Sharing the wing spots for them, it'll be Trent Jr. and Anunoby. Siakam is out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Barnes in at the 1 spot. 2 open that time, made it look too easy. Curry's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Nets. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. They led by as many as 18 points. Looking to get it going. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First free throw is good. And Toronto making a change here. Birch is checked in. Good on both. Nets trail by 9. It's Durant with the drive. And then Durant with the dunk.
And you see those long strides of Durant eating up ground in a hurry.
The Raptors shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Trent outside. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Fires for 3. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 6 assists in the game. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. The pass to Claxton. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now, here's Trent. Anunoby passes to Barnes. Shoots over Curry. Here's Birch, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And, GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
And he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff. Anunoby passes to Barnes. Now, here's Siakam. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Toronto. Nets trail by 10. Outside, KD kicks it to Curry. Outside, KD. Back to Curry. Fires the three. It's good from long range. Curry's got it back down to single digits for the Nets.
Such a great passer at his position. Dimes like this are why KD is a winner.
Back to VanVleet. Siakam outside. Trent passes to VanVleet. He kicks to Barnes. Trent with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Just 3 to shoot. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. And the Nets making a change here. Irving's checked in. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Barnes passes to Trent. Shoots over Curry. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. Brooklyn's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Pass to Watanabe. And stolen by Siakam. VanVleet passes to Barnes. Back to VanVleet. Stolen by Durant. For the finish, and then Durant with the dunk.
KD using those long arms to disrupt the passing lanes.
And so here's Toronto. Trent outside. KD against Barnes. Now, here's Birch. Defense is right there. Here's VanVleet. And just miss after miss right now. Nets trail by 5. But Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
His 4th personal foul. We'll see how the coaching staff handles this.
Pass to VanVleet. Toronto working the ball around now. Siakam, the bounce pass. Trent with the wide open look. Off target with his 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Barnes against KD. Passes to Irving. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Irving's got 21 in the game. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. VanVleet against Irving. VanVleet outside. The pass to Trent. 3-pointer. A rebound by the Nets.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Curry passes to Claxton. Back to Curry. Ball stolen. In the corner, it's VanVleet. Nailed from 3-point land. And the Raptors lead by 8.
And with that 3, his 2nd of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Pass to Curry. And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Simmons checked in for Brooklyn. Curry outside. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Siakam's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Barnes. Launches it. And Simmons with the rebound.
And they're winning, but it hasn't been because of him. He can't throw it in the ocean so far.
Here's Irving. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Fred VanVleet picks one up. first one falls for him.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Raptors leading by 6. Barnes outside. Passes it to Trent. Van Vliet outside. Here's Birch. Here's Siakam. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Irving against Van Vliet. Irving kicks to KD. Count it. That's now 32 points for KD.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Here's Van Vliet. Trent outside. On the pass to Barnes. And here is Siakam. Guarded by Simmons. Barnes looking around. Down low. Birch. It's deflected. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here are the Raptors now. Raptors get it back. Barnes finds Trent. No good with the layup. The second chance effort. And it's Barnes getting it to go. And the Raptors lead by 6.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Irving passes to Claxton. And it's good for 2.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. They led by as many as 18 points. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. And it's in there. Siakam's got 12 points here in the second half.
What a display of quickness there. If you need to get out and run, Siakam's your guy.
Durant kicks to Irving. Pass to Simmons. Inside and stolen by Barnes. Fast break Toronto. Here's Trent. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
And as soon as they got the steal, it was off to the races. This is the aggressive mindset that the coaching staff encourages them to maintain.
OG Anunoby's checked in for Barnes. Now here's Curry. KD on the wing. Knocked loose. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. The shot. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it.
And you have to appreciate the confidence. Van Vliet wastes no time shooting the rock when he is in that groove.
Durant kicks to Curry. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. KD's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And the Raptors call time here. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Fred VanVleet.
And a lot of his points have come from beyond the arc. And that's been big because it's opened the floor for himself and his teammates. And without his work from downtown, their offense would have really struggled.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Thank you, David. Ben Simmons with the rebound.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And the Nets with possession here. 8-point game. And Curry has it in the corner. Off target from three-point range. The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe. Brooklyn's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Outside Irving. Pass to Simmons. Back to Irving. Shot clock at 5. Curry gets the bucket.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
And the Raptors call time here. Raptors leading by 7. Van Vliet outside. Passes it to Siakam. Stolen by Durant. Here's Irving. Simmons finds Durant. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Just absolutely dominant inside. You have to be all over Durant.
Drops the first one, and that turns the lead to 6. And KD drops them both.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Toronto's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Back to Van Vliet. KD against Anunoby. And there's the pass to Birch. Trent outside. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Trent's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Raptors.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Simmons against Siakam. Simmons passes to Curry. KD on the wing. And the Nets miss again. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9. Both good from the line that time. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Irving against Van Vliet. Outside Curry. Back to Irving. Releases. It's hauled in by the Raptors. 3-on-3. Here's Trent. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Raptors lead by 12.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Van Vliet against Irving. Van Vliet outside. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Gary. A second rounder in 2018, but now you're a key contributor. What does it mean to you to have the confidence of this team?
it's unbelievable, you know. Your teammates trust you. When those type of players, those vets, trust you, it's a great thing, you know. Me and the coaching staff, we work on this every day. So, you know, it's great to finally see it paying off.
Man, I know you've put the work in, and I'm glad to see it happening on the court. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.